Hello and welcome to BEN, the Business and Employment News Network. I'm your host, Jeanette and you are watching Women in Business, the show dedicated to profiling the unique journey of female entrepreneurship. And today we get to pick the mind of Trisha Bailey, mom and founder of the Mindful Soap Company. The Mindful Soap Company is an all-natural quality soap that contains no parabens, no phthalates, and no sulfates. In short, no bad stuff. Even the colors come from nature and the scents from therapeutic-grade essential oils. Mindful Soap has won over a growing demographic mindful not only of what is going in their body, but also on their body, and was even chosen to be included in the gift bags of the 42nd Annual Daytime Emmy Awards. Says owner and New Jersey mom Trisha Bailey, when you use Mindful Soap, you can relax knowing that what's going on your skin was made with my family and yours in mind. Hi Trisha, and thanks for virtually inviting us into your home.
Hi Jeanette, well thanks for having me virtually.
Basically, I want to hear the story behind Mindful Soap.
The Mindful Soap Company really started by accident. My son was diagnosed with autism when he was 3.5 years old, and we had started alternative therapies in a place called the Brain Balance Center. Part of that therapy was actually using essential oils because different essential oils can stimulate different areas of the brain. Backtracking a little bit, my husband, as a gift, had gotten me a soap making kit. They were all artificial fragrances, all artificial colors to add. And I said, oh, I should get some of the peppermint oil and put this in the soap. This way, when he's taking a bath, he would be getting some additional health benefits. I happened to be talking to the director at the Brain Balance Center, and she had said, you know, if you made this stuff, I would definitely buy it. And that was how the Mindful Soap Company was born. There's really been no looking back.
Did you have a business background to grow this soap company? And if you didn't, where did you get the business know-how from to fill in the blanks?
I actually do not have a business background. Luckily, my husband is a web designer and a graphic designer and has some marketing background. He was a huge help, and we really did this together. Anything really that we weren't familiar with, we would watch tons of YouTube videos, talk to people we knew. We just tried to grab every resource we possibly could to learn more about not just how to do it, but how to do it the right way.
What lessons were you learning along the way in entrepreneurship?
You know, I've really learned a lot of lessons along the way. One being that growing your product line too quickly is just not a good idea. I wanted to have 15 different scents of soap and 10 different scents of creams and body wash, and my husband was in my head saying, develop 3 to 5 high quality products, get them into people's hands so that they love them, and then build slowly. As an entrepreneur, you have big visions, but really learning as a new businesswoman how to pace myself really has been the hardest lesson for me personally.
Well, I want to talk about one huge milestone for you, getting put into the swag bags of the 42nd Annual Emmy Awards. So how did that come about, and what does that mean for your business?
This was super exciting. I received an email from a company called Off the Wall Gifts, and I was absolutely certain it was a scam. But I said, just in case, let me do some research. And it turned out that it was absolutely legit, that this was a company responsible for creating swag bags for different award shows. I needed to get 1,200 pieces of soap wrapped up, ready to go, and I was nervous. I had a ton of help from my church, friends, family. We were getting it all wrapped up and tied, and they looked phenomenal when they went out. The Daytime Emmy Awards really has opened up a big opportunity for my business.
Are you scaling the joy as well as scaling the product in the business?
I really am. I never set out to start a business, and I took nothing, and my husband and I have turned it into something. I'm full of joy when I get emails from my customers saying that it has truly helped their eczema, that their face is clearing up, that their skin is no longer itchy. It's something that I made with my hands. This business has been fueled out of a passion for helping my son who has a disability, and really just to educate. When you think about it, that's what life is about. It's about serving and helping others. And so for me, it's just such a great joy, privilege, and honor.
So how's your son doing now?
He's just finishing kindergarten right now and is going into first grade in the fall. He's in a much better place than where he was 2 years ago and even 6 months ago. We have our challenges every day, and I don't know what his future will hold. Thankfully, he's doing much better than he was.
Do you have advice for female entrepreneurs out there?
One, to make sure that you're really passionate about what you're going to present. Because at the end of the day, when you hit the bumps in the road, what's going to be fueling you is your passion. The other piece of advice I have also is just to get it out there however you can. You need to get your product into as many hands as possible. In the beginning, I was giving it away, getting people's feedback. And then I was going to craft shows, and then I was walking door to door into storefronts, offering them samples of my product. You need to do all of that legwork to get to where you want to be. It is challenging and it is hard, and don't expect to necessarily grow quickly. Pace yourself and expect to make mistakes, but love what you do, because life is short, and if you don't like what you're doing at the end of the day, it's not going to drive you to move on tomorrow. So that would be some advice I'd give.
Well, that's a wrap for this particularly mindful episode of Women in Business. We hope that you have been inspired, as I have, and that you female entrepreneurs out there feel spurred to make a difference right now, right where you stand. You never know, that little DIY project could become the next big thing in an Emmy bag. Be sure to join us next time for Women in Business. I'm Jeanette Eng.